With the loss of my daughter, I was really, grief is a weird thing.
Yeah, no, I couldn't imagine.
It hits you. You'll be fine if you haven't lost somebody close to you.
Ever.
It's happened to me. I lost two younger brothers.
That thing keeps turning off. Do you need?
No, I don't know.
Whatever. We got this. We're good. We're beautiful.
Two younger brothers early in life, and my daughter, my parents. So, it's like it comes in waves. Grief.
Yeah, it's like what are some of the things that you tell yourself to overcome?
I talked to a friend of mine who, he knew about my daughter. He knew what I was going through, and he never told me this until recently when he called me up and seen how I was doing. Because this only happened, 2 months ago.
Wow.
But she was at the point where she was suffering so much that, and you're the first person I've ever talked to about this, by the way.
Well, I appreciate your honesty.
And it got to the point where she was suffering so much, I was saying, please take her, because her quality of life was gone. But, so I'm telling my friend the story, and he said, George, have you ever heard my story? And I said, no. And he told me this story about 12 years ago, how his wife had just delivered a baby. And she was driving over the Longport Bridge, pulled over, threw the infant into the ocean, and jumped in after her, committed suicide. I was like, his wife and daughter. I was like, speechless. So, and why am I getting to this? I said to him, how did you get through that? He said, I worked, George. He said, if I didn't have my work, I'd have blown my brains out.
Yeah.
So, what am I saying? You asked me how I'm dealing with it. I deal with it. You put it on a shelf. You work and you stay occupied for as much as you can, and then you go back and you grieve. And it comes in waves. You'll see a picture and you're like, here I go again. I'm going to break down for a half hour. Then you get back up on your feet. You just got to keep going on.